Alright, hello Villager, my name is King Pickle, and welcome to another tier list video. And even though Mario Day passed like a week ago by the time you guys are watching this video, I still thought, it'd be fun if we did a tier list video on the mainline Mario platformers. For some reason, Super Mario 1 is here. And then you can also debate on whether or not you have Yoshi's Island, but, we're going. Whatever. So yeah, the tiers are pretty simple. S tier, perfect. A tier, not nigh perfect, almost perfect. Maybe one or two key issues, or maybe it's just not perfect. B, still pretty good. C, alright. Okay, it's solid. And then D, so let's begin with the Super Mario Bros. Original for the NES. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think C tier is a pretty good place for it, right? Yeah, in my opinion, it doesn't hold up quite well. I think it's good. It revolutionized the video game industry, basically created one of my favorite genres, being the 2D platformer, saved Nintendo, but I don't know, I think the controls are still a little bit unresponsive, but it's still a solid time even to this day. Doesn't even take that long to beat, so yeah, if you plop Super Mario Bros. Down at me, I'd probably have a fun time. Next up is Super Mario Lost Levels. This is one of my least favorite games of all time. When I think of least favorite games, I don't think of like, oh, this crappy indie game, or oh, this shovelware license game. No, I think of what the big boys are doing. What's the worst thing that the big boys are doing? I don't like to wag on indie games that much. But for full price games, I'll whack on them all I want. Actually, no, I don't think Super Mario World or Super Mario Lost Levels, level design is just irritating. It's just poorly designed. When you're teaching someone how to design a game, you normally show them the original Mario Bros. If you're teaching someone how not to design a game, you show them this game. Next up is Super Mario Bros. 2, the real American version. I think that this game gets a lot of very unwarranted hate online. I really do. It's a really good game, and you guys are just being mean. Okay, you're just being mean to it. It's really fun. I like how each character plays differently. That's pretty cool for an NES game. Love that's cool. The theming is great. Music's great. Controls are great. It's very different from nearly all of the other games. Maybe the most different a Mario game has ever been. But I think it really works. Introduced a lot of interesting elements, like Shy Guys, or elements that would be in Mario games come. It introduced Shy Guys and POW blocks in 2D Mario games. Birdo. It's a good game, and I don't think it gets the respect it deserves. Probably because Mario Bros. 1 is like one of the most important landmark titles in video game history, and Super Mario Bros. 3 is better, so it kind of gets lost. Super Mario Bros. 3, do I have to explain why it's really good? I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's held up quite as well as people talk about, but still a really fun game. I definitely go back and play it. Just a lot more levels. It's really well designed. Controls are great. Power-ups are great. Everything about it is just really fun. One of the best Bowser fights. Bowser fight in that one is a little bit overrated. Kind of like Super Mario World. Super Mario World, to me, this is a big debate I see a lot online on whether Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World are the better 2D platforming game. And I think it's World. Graphics are better, music is better, introduces the Cape Feather, which is one of the best power-ups in Mario. introduces a lot of just great elements. I mean, I was the first one of Yoshi. It kind of feels like the step up to Super Mario 3. Adds the spin jump, is really good. And I think the levels are a bit basic, but they're all still really good. It's a very well designed game. Really fun Bowser fight. And it's just great. I just love it. It's got Star World at the end. Star World, which is a lot of people think that sort of extra game content that's super hard started with Galaxy, but not. Started with Mario World. Next up is Yoshi's Island. I don't really know why they put this on here, but you know what? I think it's because the subtitle is Super Mario World 2. We're gonna squeeze a white in between Mario 3 and Mario World. I don't think people act like this is like the best Super Nintendo game, which I think is dumb and wrong, and that those people are stupid and wrong. But still a really good game. Near perfect. It throws a lot of creative ideas, like the bits where you turn into like a helicopter and stuff like that. Hover ability, the egg throwing ability. Yoshi's games are always really fun. But I think the reason I don't think it's as good as Mario World, or really most Yoshi games, whatever Mario game is on the same console, I normally prefer the Mario game. Because, like, I just prefer the more fast movement and more fluidity of Mario World. Yoshi games, while really fun, have always kind of seemed a bit too slow for me. But still a great game. Some best music on Super Nintendo. Probably the best looking game on the Super Nintendo. But I just don't think it's quite as good as Mario World. Super Mario Land. Oh, now this is an interesting one. I think because of historical significance, I'm going to have to put it here. I really think it's a really fun game. Actually, no. It's okay. Let's not oversell it. It's an okay game in a series that is perfection, you know? It's pretty fun, especially for the GameCube. It's good, don't get me wrong. I just think it holds up the least out of all of these, except for maybe Lost Levels. You know? Doesn't really introduce too many new concepts. It feels like if you took an NES game, had to chop off a lot of the bits to make it fit on Game Boy, and then slapped it on there with a black and white filter. Still good. Introduced Daisy, but she really doesn't add anything to the game. I like the last mission where you're flying through a spaceship, but other than that, it's kind of janky. The controls are a little bit too floaty, and just not for me. Next up is Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Fun fact, I owned this game on the original cartridge. Most of the older games I have to play either through emulators or just on modern consoles, but yeah. I got the Japanese version because it was cheaper, and I didn't think I was going to have to read that much dialogue during a Mario game. This game's really fun. I think it's, like Mario 2, very underrated, putting it bottom of B tier. The levels and the, like, creativity is off the chain. Like, a lot of the levels are very memorable. Still not the best controls, though. It is better than these two games. This game just does stupid stuff sometimes, like, oh, there's a carrot power-up that gives Mario bunny ears. Oh, he might be a bit faster, probably jumps higher. No, he just floats, because that's how bunnies work. Or there's an entire world that's all Mario, and you go to different body parts, including Mario's balls, and the level design is just balls. Like, the platforms are just balls. It's not even subtle. That's not me thinking, oh, it's taking it out of context or whatever. No, it's just straight up balls, you know? There's a fun spaceship level that I really like. The level where you're small. Everything in this game is really well designed. Only really took me 2 hours to beat. A lot of these games do suffer from not being too long, even for the time. But it's still a really good game. Probably my favorite Game Boy game outside of Pokemon Red and Blue and Gold and Silver, for that matter. But yeah, I might actually replay it because it's really fun. Super Mario 64. Oh, definitely not D. Definitely not C. Probably not B. Okay, it's A. It's top A. It's top A. I want to put an S tier. This is maybe one of the first games I remember actually playing. We have the DS version that we'll talk about which one's better. But yeah, it's Mario 64. Again, doesn't hold up as much as you may think. Camera controls are a big problem. And when you put it next to some of the other 3D Mario games, it just doesn't hold up as well. But still, it is so good. The controls are great. The freedom, just the movement, just having the long jump, the backflip, the somersault, the friggin' triple jump, and the dive, and everything. And, like, the game's pretty broken when it comes to your movement. Like, look at the distance of the long jump in, like, 64, and then compare it to literally any of the other Mario games, including Odyssey, for that matter. Like, it's so good. All of the levels are pretty ingrained into the back of my mind. Obviously, Bomb Bomb Battlefield's got that big bombastic music, got the cool boss fight, got Koopa the Quick, and the chain shop, and a bit where there's like weird water droplets. I never understood that. And then you got Cool Mouth, the slide, and the mission where you give the baby penguin to its mother, and the racing slide, and the slides in the castle, and the overworld, the hub world, a tall mountain with the big old thwomp that you gotta kill. Or thwomp, whatever the heck it's called. The Bowser fight's really fun. It's so memorable. But again, I don't think it necessarily holds up as well. And then the other big one is Super Mario DS. Super Mario 64 DS. Is it better or worse than the N64 version? Graphics-wise, you can argue both yes or no. I think Super Mario 64 DS technically looks better, but stuff like character models is a lot more pixelated. But that looks fine when you're playing it on the original hardware of the DS. When you blow it up on a TV, it looks kind of bad, but that goes for like most DS, Game Boy Advance games. But it adds a lot of content, but the controls are so bad because you gotta play Mario 64 with a D-pad. It's a little bit more manageable on the circle pad on the 3DS, but still, the controls are not good. But then they add so much content, like three more playable characters, couple extra levels, and then like the fun little mini games like Luigi's Gambling, and like I spent so much time doing the stupid mini games, and I'm putting it above the original. Screw you. It may be nostalgia, but sorry. Next up is Super Mario. We gotta put these bad boys in order. Why are they not in order of when they came out? Why? I'll put Galaxy together, but yeah, why are they not in order? Why are none of them in order? Which one came out first between these two? I know this definitely. This probably came out. Yep, that's better. Alright, Super Mario Sunshine. Now, I don't have that many opinions of this game. I mostly played it when I was a kid, and I don't remember too much about it, so I can't put it in S tier, obviously. Probably not going to be putting it in A tier, but I remember a lot of it, and, like, it was really difficult. That might have been because I was stupid. I gotta do a Let's Play of that game. I would love to do that. And this is definitely the game I gotta replay. But for now, gonna put it top the B tier. Just based off things I've seen, the game that I've seen, the game that I've kind of played a couple times, and the story looks like fun, and the graphics look nice, and the music sounds really good. It's going top of B tier. I don't feel confident enough. Let's move Super Mario. Let's move you down. Yeah, that feels better. New Super Mario Bros. DS version. Now, New Super Mario Bros. Games get a lot of flack, but to be real with you, I freaking love the first one. I played through that for so many car trips as a kid. And, like, it still holds up. And this goes for all the new Soup games. I love how they translate Mario's 3D moveset into 2D with the triple jump and the other moves. And I like the power ups they introduced. I like the level design. The new Soup series gets a lot of flack for being like the same game, but I think DS is like pretty different from the other ones. I love the versus mode with multiplayer. Played that a lot. I'm one of the only people on the planet who like the mini mushroom power up. I just love moon gravity whenever it's in video games. It's just so much fun, and running on water is cool, and you unlock all the secret levels, and all the boss fights are really fun because they're not just the Koopalings, unlike basically any Mario game past Mario Bros. 3, at least 2D ones. So New Super Mario Bros. Is easily my favorite. Oh, it's not better than Mario World, is it? I feel wrong if I put it in A tier. I think it's better than Sunshine. Ooh, that's tough. Ooh, yeah, top of B. Top of B is definitely where it belongs. Super Mario Galaxy, and let's just put Galaxy 2 up there. Going in S tier. They're our first S tier. Woo! Hey, they're really good. Like, let's get the technical stuff out of the way. The graphics and music, incredible. Especially the music. I don't care too much about the graphics. But the music is one of the best video game soundtracks of all time. I don't think people can really deny that. And it's so good. The planet hopping mechanic is really fun. So many great levels. Like, I don't remember the names of any of them, but there's the beach one, there's I remember a lot of elements of some, but I don't... There's a lot of good levels, okay? You can unlock Luigi, there's the hard bits, or the Champion's Road, or whatever, after you 100% the game, which is a great way to encourage completion, is to just give them more levels if you 100% it. And it's just such a fun game. Galaxy 2, I think, is better. Introduces Yoshi, the main problem with Galaxy 1 was the motion controls. I think they were kind of annoying. But for some reason, in Galaxy 2, I didn't care too much with them. Like, what the motion controls when on Yoshi, it's actually kind of cool. You know, Mario Galaxy has the hub world, though. I'm gonna put Galaxy 2 above. Next up is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The Wii entry. Better than this. Do I think it's better than Topacy? This is probably the most forgettable one out of the quadrilogy. Like how they introduced Yoshi, I really like that. Love multiplayer's not great for the new Soup games. I think it works a lot better in 3D world than on a 2D screen, but that's still a bit of chaotic fun. They introduced the Koopalings, which at the time were pretty neat to have them come back. Has one of the best Bowser fights in the whole franchise, second best, in my opinion. And it's really good. I like the propeller suit. I like being able to stack items. It's not the hardest game, or really even, but I wouldn't call it like stupid easy, brain dead easy, like some of these games. But it's a good game. I like it. First Mario home console platformer, 2D platformer we got since Mario World and Yoshi's Island, right? Yeah, we got DK games and we got Yoshi games and other stuff, but Wario games, but no mainline Mario game because they're focusing on these. Yeah, it's really good. C+. Mario 3D Land. This one is probably the most, outside of Wii, when it comes to the 3D games, this is the most forgettable. People forget the most. But I think it's, okay, so it's definitely better than this. Better than this. Better than this. Better than this. It's better than New Soup, right? It's better than the first New Soup, yeah. Top of B tier. Top of B tier for 3D Land. Yeah, I really like how they transferred 2D into... The New Soup games kind of transferred 3D Mario into 2D with, like, the controls and the move set. And then I really like how Super Mario 3D Land, brings in the traditional 2D bits, you know, get into the top of the flagpole, all that, but in a 3D sense. I like the Tanuki Leaf. All the levels are really well designed. I don't think they're that memorable when compared to others, but memorability is definitely something it lacks, but it's still a really fun time. Probably one of the best games for the 3DS, but it's just not good enough to scratch into A tier. No Super Mario Bros. 2. This is my least favorite game ever made. No. It's up there. It's up there. It's really bad. Or it's not bad. That's the thing. Something like Star Fox Zero is really bad, and I consider that probably my least favorite game of all time. Or, like, what else? What are the games? I'm trying to look over. Sticker Star. You know. Sonic 06. Ugh. But, when I say this is my least favorite game, it's not because it's bad. It's fine. It's a fine game. Love design is still fun, but it is the most lazy game I have ever seen in my life. Nothing sets this game apart from this one, or this one. Nothing sets it apart from any of these. Like, oh, the coin mechanic. A lot of people say that collecting coins in this game is super satisfying. I think those people are wrong. It's not, I just don't get it. Like, I don't feel anything. The only reason to have coins in this game is for the dumb counter to go up. And I don't care that much about the counter. But whatever, it's fine. Fine. But I hate it. Doesn't stop me from hating it. New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Better than Wii, not as good as New Super Bros. This, not as good as the one for DS. This is probably the one I have the least amount to say. Just a better version of the Wii. I don't think this one is as forgettable or as bland as this one. This one, are we including Luigi's Bros. U? If so, it definitely deserves to be top of C. But yeah, Luigi Bros. U is a great addition. I just think they picked a weird time to start putting effort into the new Super Bros. Games. Because, like, if you look at the levels, sure, it's kind of your standard grass, desert, lava, air, water type, worlds, but, like, they do a decent amount to make it different. Sand King, the sand bit is, like, sort of a cool, what do you call it? Like, cake? Yeah, cake, stuff. I just think it looks nice, honestly. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. Super Mario 3D Land, best Bowser boss fight. The last one, it's the best one. You chase around, he's, like, actually after you, and you just have to run away from him, dodge a couple of his things. It's just it's so good. I hate how Bowser is like, oh, you just hit him 3 times and he's done. Because that's stupid easy, because it's only 3 times. It takes the same amount of effort to beat Bowser as it does, like, Boom Boom, or Pom Pom, or the freaking mid-bosses, and I hate it. But I hate the modern Bowser fights. But this 3D Land had the best one. Super Mario 1, I probably wouldn't put this on my personal tier list. How far are we into this video? I feel like I've been talking for ages. 24 minutes. Okay, cool. I wouldn't have put it here. It's only $10. It's fine. It's a fun little endless wonder. Nothing more. It doesn't infuriate me, so, but it's still not great. And I'm not putting it in the same tier as these games. So I'll put top of D tier. D tier seems a little bit harsh, but it's not as good as these games. Next up is Super Mario 3D World. Better than 3D Land. Definitely going in A tier. I love this game. You can call it recency bias because I'm playing it right now, doing a playthrough with my friends, and this game is made for multiplayer. You cannot deny that. The levels are so memorable. They're as memorable as 64 or Galaxy, but there's a bunch more of them. There's Conker's Canyon, where you're going around. There's the ostriches in that level. That one's really fun. The ice level, where you're in the shoe from Super Mario Bros. 3, and you're going down the ice chutes. That one, really good. The trapeze level. The savannah level, where it's kind of like, has a little open 3D, open world bit. God, I'm scratching my nose a lot. The third level of the game, where you're climbing up a mountain, I always remember. The circus-themed one, the one with the double cherries, all of the ones with the double cherries. I love the new power-ups. They only introduced 2, like the double cherry and the cat suit, but they both add a lot to the game. It's so good. Very good game to complete, because it doesn't take too long, it's not too challenging, but grab a couple bites and play it. It's going... Is it better than Super Mario 64? It's not, but recency bias makes me want to, so I'll put it in between the 64 games. And last but not least, this is going to be kind of an underwhelming one to end it off on. Mario Odyssey, it's my favorite game of all time. It is. One day I'll make a massive 30-minute long video on it, but it's my favorite game of all time. It's simple as that. Best controls in any video game ever. Literally every single world in this game, we count you like at least 5 aspects of it. And I'll do that right now. Cap Kingdom has this great Tim Burton style art style. Great music. As a Hat World, I just like the themes of everything as a hat. It's pretty fun how you get to go back to it, and it opens up a lot more once you 100% it. First bit, we get introduced to the frog suit. Cascade Kingdom, you got the dinosaur bit, and the boss fight at the end is really fun. And Sand Kingdom is so open, and you got the little Mexican village in the center. Then you climb up this massive tower. Then you freaking go down, and you got the bit where you go underground and you fight the dude with the fist, and the pyramid rises up. And that's so good. Freaking Metro Kingdom, don't even have talked about it. You already know that it's so great. Literally every single kingdom in this game is really freaking cool. Every single one. Controls are great. Cappy adds so much to the game, similar to how Flood added a lot to Mario Sunshine. Mario Odyssey, Cappy makes this game at bits. It's so good. I 100%ed it. I got 999 moons, all the purple coins, all the costumes, everything. Played a lot of Luigi's Balloon World. That's one of the problems with Mario games, is that they take a while to come out, like the 3D ones. It's like 64 to Sunshine, that's like a 6-year gap. Sunshine to Galaxy, that's a 5-year gap. Galaxy 3D World, that's a 5-year gap. 5-year gap to Odyssey. So a lot of them, they take a while to come out. So I really want them to be more replayable. Like, sure, I can replay Mario 64 all day, but I want there to be, like, extra content, like, even if it's just a simple high score based thing. 3D World doesn't have that, but it's really fun to 100% complete. I don't think really any of them have one. Mario 64 DS has a couple fun little mini games, but Odyssey with Luigi's Balloon World gave me so many hours of playtime. It's the best game ever, okay? And then they don't have it down here. Whoever made this tier list hasn't updated it. But if I had to put Bowser's Fury, I'd probably put it top of B tier, bottom, probably right before 64. It's really good, but it isn't very long, and I feel like some of the missions or some of the shines get really repetitive, but it's still a really good game that I suggest you take a look at. So yeah, there's my Mario game tier list. Looking at, do I have to make any revisions? Mario Bros. 2 is my least favorite one. Yeah. Do I think this is better than? Nah, 6 Golden Coins is really underrated. Mario Bros. 2, Mario Bros. 3. Do I think New Super Mario Bros. Is better than? Yes, I do. 3D Land. Kind of want to put Yoshi's Island down here, but it looks more aesthetically pleasing if it's up here for some reason. Actually, if it's just not there, then it's perfect. Oh my god, it's perfect. Just move Yoshi's Island. Whatever. I can say an A tier. Yeah, I think I agree with all my opinions. Who would have thunk? Maybe I'll do other Mario tier lists in the future. I actually want to check out what the community link is. Mario Maker games would probably be an A tier, if you're wondering. Most of the Yoshi games probably be in B tier. Donkey Kong games are A to S tier. Let's look at the community link. I wanna. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this person had like a lot more tiers. I think it was like E, F, and then haven't played. Most people haven't played Super Mario Land or Super Mario 1. Okay, F tier. What? Golden Coins is so good, guys. E tier. What the heck? Why is Yoshi's Island so low? Mario 64 DS. Why is it so low when compared to the one for the N64? They're the same game. Mario Bros. 2 is probably too low. I could see why people wouldn't like Mario Bros. U. Although I don't know why Wii is so much higher. Mario Bros. C tier. 3D Land is more than a C tier. New Soup, okay, I agree with that. Yeah, I'd put that higher. Mario World. I never got the hype behind Super Mario Bros. 3. Never got the hype. But yeah, there is my... What's an alignment chart? What the heck? That's weird. Can you just... Oh, that's really weird. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Maybe do a couple tier lists that are alignment charts. But yeah, we're gonna leave it here. Byron Pokejar. Oh, let me... Blap. Let me just... And then... Like that. Byron Pokejar. This was kind of a pretty simple, filler title. I am working on a big one. In fact, I'll just tell you what I'm working on right now. Working on a video on this game. Mario Poke Park 2. My original Poke Park video is still probably the most viewed video on my channel. A lot of people seem to like that. And I definitely think that I've improved as a content creator since then. So I'm excited to be tackling the second one. But yeah, we're gonna leave it here. Tell me what's your favorite Mario game in the comments below. Maybe we'll do a Mario Kart or Mario Party tier list later. But I'm gonna see you guys in the future, probably. I don't know. Maybe I'll just die after this. Bye-bye.